Okay, today's Saturday, October 22nd, I think. Let me just check here for a second. Yes, it's October 22nd, and it's 9:51 in the morning. And what is in front of me right now is my 2009 Gary Fisher Tassajara, and I have replaced the wheel set and placed these road tires on it, and they're 26 by 1.5. I use it as my commuter bike. I put a rack on the back, a seat post rack. But enough with this bike. This bike I won't be riding today. And actually I'm going to be riding my Cannondale. You can see parts of it behind the tree there. And it's beautiful outside. Clear blue skies. I'd say it's in the lower 70s, maybe upper 60s right now. And today's the first day I'm actually gonna take my Cannondale out for a test ride. I mean, I've taken it up and down the street here around our neighborhood, and just a few minutes on the road and down to the Eno Park area. But I've never actually taken it for a ride longer than maybe 10 minutes. So today I'm gonna go ahead and try to see if there's anything that needs to be adjusted and finely tuned. So I'm gonna take it for a longer ride today. And since today is a Saturday and it's beautiful out here, and it's my day off, so I have time to test out the bike. And let's go ahead and go for a spin. I'm just gonna hold the camera while I ride the bike down the street. I had ordered a flexible tripod similar to the Joby Gorilla Pods, and it should get here within 2 to 3 weeks because I ordered it from China. And this thing is so brand new, it even has the price tag still on there. And it still has the reflectors. I'm gonna leave the front and rear reflectors on there, even the reflectors on the wheels, because I intend on riding out at night. And I mean, a lot of people might, you know, tell me to take off the reflectors, but for me it's a safety issue, and I don't mind, you know, leaving a couple of grams onto the bike so that I could have some kind of attention getter that will grab people's attention when they're driving. So let's go ahead and pedal down the road and see how this rides. When I got the bike, the tire pressure was around 50 to 60 psi. So 60 psi wasn't even close to the minimum required pressure. And the minimum, I think, for these tires, the Schwalbe Luganos, is 85 psi. And the max is 110 psi. And I just got my excuse me, I just got my Topeak Joe Blow Pro floor pump yesterday. So I pumped the front and the rear tires to 100 psi. I'm gonna test and see if I like that pressure, and I will add or deflate depending on how the ride goes today. And as of right now, I'm still holding on to the VID00226 HD. It's a second generation handheld pocket cam, and I use it for moto vlogging when I'm riding my motorcycle. And usually it's velcroed onto the back of my chin bar on my helmet, so you could actually see what's being recorded as I ride down the road. And I can also speak and do some commentaries while I'm recording, which is pretty much similar to what I'm doing, but right now I'm holding it with my hands. So I intend on using some kind of camera mount. Hopefully the flexible tripod that I ordered will work with the idea that I have, in which I will attach it to the top of my helmet where the light is mounted. I bought a T6 XML LED bike light from Deal Extreme. I ordered it September 2nd, and maybe 3 weeks later, well, yeah, it was actually 3 weeks later, it got to my front door, or our house. So it didn't take long. I was expecting for my order to arrive within a month or even more, because I've heard some stories at forums that, or I've read some posts at forums that their orders from Deal Extreme took a long time for their items to arrive. But given just the few weeks that I've had the bike light, I'm pretty satisfied with it. It's very bright, and it gives you enough throw so that you can look quite pretty far ahead of you, so you'll never outrun or outride the bike light. So its its use could be made for roadies as well as mountain bikers. And a lot of people who own these Deal Extreme XML LED bike lights, they sometimes replace the lenses or the reflector, and they say that they can add to the spill of the light. So instead of having a spotlight, they would have a light that has the capability of having more wider area of surface being lit. But I'm still on my CAD 10 Cannondale, and this is my maiden voyage for a ride that will last longer than an hour. So I adjusted the seat height as soon as I received this bike, and I also tilted the seat up a little bit so it's a whole lot more level and parallel to the ground. And I just mounted the handlebars and also the pedals, so it didn't take long to put the bike together. It took me maybe 10-20 minutes to get a bike ready to ride. And usually when you order bikes, they don't come with pedals because most cyclists have a preference for a certain pedal that they like. So a lot of the sellers who are also cyclists, they go ahead and remove their favorite pedal and have the other guy that they sell to, or the buyer, worry about buying the appropriate pedal that they prefer. I'm going on a slight downhill here, so it's gonna go pretty fast, and I've only got one hand on the handlebars, but hopefully everything will go smooth. I had wanted to purchase a Garmin GPS. I researched the 705 Edge, the Edge 705, as well as the Edge 800. And I think the 800 is the newer version than the 705. But the 705 is still very capable, a very capable cyclist GPS. So, but then, you know, the 800 is a newer Garmin GPS.